Welcome back to Wolf Dog Empires. Today we're gonna go over how some people level up their heroes. So what some people do is they'll set up a second team, and that's where they put the heroes that they're currently leveling up, one of each element. That way they don't have to remember which one was I leveling up. Was it this one? Was it that one? They have them in as a team, and I also have on team. So this is I named it raid defense up on top there. Raid defense, and then the next one is the one that I called upgrade, which is a one of each element that I'm upgrading. This one is my red titan team, so I don't have to put my titan team together every single time. This is my green titan team, my purple team, my blue team, yellow, and this one I named main defense. This one is the one that I use for farming. Okay, so how do you get so many teams of those? Not everybody has money for it, but if you go to the shop, which is down here, if you can't see it, then click on menu on the right, bottom right, and it'll change it, and then you'll see like heroes and missions, and you click menu bottom right again, and then you'll see the shop and rankings and options. So you click on shop, and then you click on resources tab, click on resources, and extra team. So you can increase the number of teams. So you can have one for each titan, and then one for your main defense, and then one for what you're leveling up right now, your upgrade team. Some people, every couple levels that you go up, they'll give you like one more hero capacity, and this is where you can buy up an additional 5. But I don't recommend getting up this high because there's a lot of specials every few months where for $5 they'll give you like the 500 gems or 400 gems plus a capacity of 1 or 2. So you buy the gems at what I would call a fair good value, 500 gems for $5, and then you get a free hero capacity of 1 or 2 on top of that. So that's where some people, and that's $5. So a lot of people just kind of stop at 500 gems because that's how much it costs, about $5. So, but I kind of went over because I had just had too many 5 stars at the time. But I did exchange 25 stars for morale in the last soul exchange, so now I have more capacity. So if I go into my heroes, so again, that's my upgrade team. That's who I'm upgrading in each of the elements. And then I kind of wait until I'm at full capacity. But I might just do this even if I'm not at full capacity, just to show you. Now, some of the, are we gonna call them professionals, high level players who have a great economy, they've been playing for 3 to 5 years. In their base, you see like all these training camps will be full of heroes, and sometimes they'll have like feeder heroes, and sometimes they'll have like 2 of these training camps with what could be legendaries. Others, they'll have like 3 or 4 stars in there. And in the Hero Academy, they'll have a bunch of trainer heroes. I'm not even at the training hero research part of it yet. I did make like 5 1 stars. That's all I have now. I ran out of the what is that, strong rope? Yeah, strong rope. I have 0 now, so I cannot make any of the 2 stars. I have not researched the ones for troops. I'm not ready for that yet. And I have not researched the one for rare troops. And I have not gone up in levels for any of these. But here's the one for trainer heroes. And this is where a lot of those experts will just start using up all their extra recruits and food, and they'll start making trainer heroes there, and they'll have like 100, 150, 200 of them, and then they'll just come into their upgrade section, and then they'll just start feeding those trainer heroes into whichever one they want to power level. So if they just picked up Gosek or Gossek, they just picked them up and they say, you know what, I don't have any other 5 stars that I'm interested in leveling up, but I do want to bring him up. So they'll just start power leveling him up by feeding all their feeder heroes and feeder trainer heroes into them. Literally can go up from 1-1 all the way up to 480 in literally half an hour. Yeah, for me to bring up a 5 star like that, it'll probably take me a month to 3 months. Could take more actually, depending on. Sometimes I'll get another hero that I want better, and they'll stop leveling that one up. For example, costume, kill hair. I got her. I have 2 copies of her, but the first one, I got it in the first time she came out in the costume kill hair came out. The first time it came out, I got her that month, and she's still there. Other purples have taken precedent over her. For example, costume guardian panther. So there's others. I went to upgrade 3 stars before the rest of kill hair. I went to upgrade 4 stars, like Proteus. That was kind of recent. When I picked up Luhai, I stopped bringing up costume kill hair. Holda, she came before her also. I finished up Sergey before costume kill hair also. Here's Proteus. I brought him up first. I brought up Regard. And then as soon as I get my last trap tool that I need 4 trap tools. As soon as I get that 4th one, I'll actually upgrade Luhai before bringing up the kill hair, the rest of kill hair. So, all right. So the pros will just grab all of their trainer heroes. They'll throw them into their hero capacity in here, and then they'll start feeding them. I mean, before it used to be a limit of 10 at a time, so they'll just do 10, level up, 10, level up, 10, level up, 10, level up. Now you can do as many as you want. They just said, try not to do 3,000 at a time because it might slow down the system, but I'm sure that was just a joke. Nobody has that many to level up, especially when your capacity is at 4 to 500 or 3 to 500. You're only going to level up 30 or 40 at a time maximum. But that's how the professionals, the high level players with a high economy, that's how they can power level their heroes. They can literally pick one up today and level them up that same day. Within an hour or 2, they can do it. Me, it's going to take me months. And if you're new, and this video is geared towards mid game and lower, you may not be able to just power level a hero. You may want to go with the route of leveling them up a little more cost effective, so they're a little cheaper to level up. So for that, you put one of each element, the ones that you want to level up right now, and then So let me bring up a few of these. That was 7 of them. So you would click on custom kill hair, but this is the regular kill hair side of it. The custom side is at 343, so I am getting custom bonus of 2241, and that's here. Okay, so I'm bringing up the regular part of kill hair because I don't want to use these trap tools for the costume yet. I want to save these for Luhai, so I'm bringing up the regular side of kill hair. So you click on the level up button. We all know this one, level up, and then if you want to do it most cost effective way, you would do same color, which would be purple. Okay, and for those who don't know, you get 20% more experience here, 20% more if it's the same color. Okay, so if you click on a red one for a purple hero, it's going to give you a red 1-star. It's going to give you 150 experience points. But if you instead do a purple 1-star, it's going to give you 180 experience points. So that's 20% more. So if you want to do it more cost effective, because it's still gonna cost you the same amount of food per hero that you feed in there at this level. But this is going to give you, what was that, 180 experience points, and this is 150 for the same amount of food. People call it ham because it looks like a ham. I call it food. Why do I call it food? Because what does this look like? Silver bars, but it's not silver, right? When you click on it, it says it's iron. So this looks like a piece of ham. When you click on it, it doesn't say ham, it says food. Anyways, I call it food. Some people call it ham. I'm sure some people call it butt roast, but I just call it food because that's what they call it. That's what the game calls it. Okay, so then you click on that, and then you just start clicking on as many of the same color feeder heroes as you have, and then you would click level up. You want to make it faster, just click on it and it finishes it up. And then here's where it tells you extra attack, how much extra defense it got, and how much hit points extra it has. And it tells you how many levels it got. It went up +1. Now, one thing I will say is when you are leveling up a 3-star, the 3 stars, because that 1-star still gives you that 180% experience. I'm sorry, 180 experience points. And the 3 stars, they're so much quicker to level up because they have a lot less to level up. And something important happened that I saw is I was giving it, whether I gave it different color or the same color, what I noticed is for you to limit break them or for you to emblem them up, you have to bring them up to experience 8 right here. Right, he's at 5, so when I ascend them, he'll be at 6. But you have to get to 8 to limit break them, and you have to get to 8 to add emblems. And so what has happened to me before is I was feeding them 10 at a time to make it the most cost effective as possible. At the time it was 10 max. Right now you can feed them 20, 30 at a time, but at the time it was only 10 max. and I was making it. I was feeding them 10 at a time. It was in the same color. It was the most effective way. They went up in experience like crazy. I ascended them. They went up one more level. I upped them again. I ascended them. They went one up more level. The problem is sometimes they'll stop at like 5 or 6, even though this one is ascended 350. If this experience is still at 5 or 6, you cannot limit break it. You cannot add emblems to it. So you literally will have to keep feeding more feeder heroes until this goes up to 6, and then more and more and more and more level up, and then 7, and then more and more. So literally you'll be using a lot more. So for these 3 stars, what helps gain this experience level is higher level feeders, like 2 stars and 3 stars, and especially the same card. So if you have, I won't use Nordr's example because I just made a video recently that says keep as many Nordr's as possible. 3 or 6 of them, keep them. Don't feed them into each other unless you already have your 4, 5, or 6, whatever, how many you want. But let's say in golf, if you click on level up and you feed him a 1 feeder, it'll say here he's a 4-star hero, so he needs a lot. It says that feeding him an off-color 1-star in Sharon, the special level up chance is 1% only. So for it to go from 1 to 2, with that 1 star, he only has a 1% chance. So you have to feed him 100 of these 1 stars to have a 100% chance for it to go up from level 1 to level 2. But as long as you get high enough, like 90%, there's a really good chance that it will go up. But I'll take off the red one. Now let's do a 2-star. 2% chance. So there's double percent chance to go up in the special level up. It has to go up to 8. For a 4-star and a 5-star, you'll get to level 8 before you hit max, before you hit that 480 on a 5-star or 470 on a 4-star. It'll happen because there's so many feeders that you need to feed into them that it will hit 8 before that. I've never had a problem with a 4-star or a 5-star. You always hit 8 before you max them out. No problem. The concern is with your 3-stars, and if you're new, this is all you've got is 3-stars, right? You don't have a lot of 4-stars, you don't have a lot of 5-stars. So Gunner, I have him at 5 because I did feed him other Gunners. Let me see, I have some examples here actually. Okay. So we'll do, I'm not gonna feed Dawns in there. I'm not ready for that. But for example, so let's click on this one Dawn and you click level up. You hit a 1-star blue. She's a 3-star. That 1-star will give her a 2% chance to go up in a special level up. But if we remove her, we remove that 1-star and instead go up to a 2-star, now you have a 4% chance to go up. And if you do a 3-star blue, 6% chance to go up. But if you do a same card, look at this, 25% chance. So that's the key. So you can do 2 of the same card, and that gives you 50% chance, and then you can go and give it other 2-stars and 1-stars, and the percentage just goes up and up. So I would have waited till I had more blues to get this chance up to like 85 or higher, because I think I have done it like at 70% chance, and sometimes it doesn't go up. and it feels like you just wasted it because you go up in level so much, yet you don't go up in the special level up chance. Problem is you have to get this thing to 8 before you max them out. The good thing is that when you do ascend them, so you click on this ascend button, it'll show you what you need and what it's going to do. It does tell you that from where I am now, if I'm able to ascend them, it's going to go up this much on each of those categories. And it is also going to go from number 2 special level to number 3 special level. So when you ascend one, it goes up guaranteed 1 special level, always. But look, there's only 2 that you can go up. You already start at 1. When it's 1-1, brand new, you already have 1. So you only go up 2 ascensions on a 3-star. So it's only going to go from 1 to 3, guaranteed. The other 5, it's going to have to be from leveling up. So just be careful. With a 4 and a 5-star, you can throw in 1-stars and 2-stars all day long, and you will get to 8 before you max out a 4-star or 5-star. But on a 3-star, you won't necessarily get to special level 8. So you want to make sure you try to, if you can, if it's a common hero like Nordry is kind of common enough. If you pull in Valhalla, if you have another hero out there, try to feed on 3-stars. You want to go for value, not number of 1-star feeders. You want to go with value. You want to go with 2-stars and other 3-stars that are junk 3-stars that you don't really need anymore. Throw those 3-stars into these 3-stars to make sure that you get that special level upped from 1 to 8. I got stuck one time on Burden. He was like at 4 or 5 because I just fed him all these greens. He was still at 4 or 5, and I have to just keep feeding him more and more and more until I got him to number 8. I fed him a whole lot of extra ones. So on 3-stars, watch out for that right there. You want it to go to 8. That way you can limit break them if you want to. You can throw emblems on them if you want to. And that's when it goes up to full power. So make sure you get it to 8. And that's how I do it. Mostly on the 3-stars, I just make sure I get them to 8. Because on the 4-stars and 5-stars, it will get to 8. No problem. There's just so many feeders that you need to upgrade them. You're going to get to 8. Look at this one, Guan Yu. He's at 355. Garnet is at 347. So it got a long ways to go. And it's already at 8. Long ways to go. It's already at 8. Okay, so 4-stars and 5-stars, you won't have a problem. 3-stars, you will have the problem. You have to feed enough into it at a time before you hit the little level up button. Look at what the percentage of leveling up. You want to get into like the 70s, 80s, 90s in order for you to, and if you feed 4 of the same one, 4 duplicates of the same one. So if you're bringing up Tyrum, and if you have a bunch of extra, or wait until you have a few, like at least 2 or even 3 other Tyrums, then feed them into it and feed it a few 3-stars. Give yourself like 80-90% chance to level up, and even then go a little higher. Go 90%. Don't stop at 60s and 70s. Those 60s, you'll be happy when it does go up, even though you're at 65, 70. And then once in a while, it's like it didn't go up, and then you just level up a hero that much, and that special level didn't go up. Next time you're gonna have to work twice as hard to make sure that it goes up. So anyways, take a look at that, and then that's how we level these up. Guan Yu, level up, and then you just click on these. The more the better. These I might say for morale. They're 2-stars, doesn't matter which color they are. I might say those for morale. But anyways, that's how I level them up. I set them up as my team number 2 to upgrade. A lot of other people who are high level players, they do this also. And then that way you know which ones you're working on right now. And then when I get the 4th trap tool, then you just hit edit team on the bottom right, and then scroll over to your upgrade team. I named it upgrade. How do you name it? you just click on the word it'll say like team 2. You click on the word team 2, and then you can just type over it. Hit OK, apply. Then you can go back in there, and then when I'm ready to bring up Luhai to my upgrade team, you click on kill hair. It'll have an X button there. You scroll down to whichever one you want to replace it with, which is Luhai, and then you hit done up here, and then she's in. Hit apply on the bottom right, and she's in. Okay, so that's how I level up. That's how I set up which ones I want to level up. Watch out for those 3 stars. You need to get them to special level 8. It's not that easy. On the 4 and 5 stars, they're really easy to get to because you're going to feed so many heroes into them. You're pretty much guaranteed to get to special level 8. But on those 3 stars, you're not guaranteed. I've got them stuck at number 5, and I just had to feed in a bunch of extra feeders in there just to bring them up to level 8. So be careful with that. That's good tips for you if you're new or mid-level. That's some pretty good tips in there. And if this video helped you out, if it gave you some info, or if you think it's going to give good info to some new players, give it a like. Leave a comment there if you have other tips around upgrading 3 stars and 4 stars and 5 stars. And I guess if you're new, I will tell you this one. I said it before in a different video, but my first hero in red was Russell, so I leveled him up. To me, it was a no-brainer to level him up because it's my only red 5-star. My first 5-star ever was Blue Alexandrine. So I got them both up to 85-20. To me, it was a no-brainer because it was like, they're my only 5 stars. I have to bring them up. And I regret it. They're not the strongest heroes. I still use Russell because I don't have a lot of red snipers yet. I don't use Alexandrine as much as I thought I would. I don't even use her in my defense team. And so I do regret that. First, before you level them all up, do research. Ask your team members. Ask in chat. Ask if this 5-star is worth leveling up. They may ask you, who else do you have? And you might, in 5 stars, you might tell them, that's my first 5-star. But they might still tell you, bring them up to 370. So Ascension level 370. That way you don't use the extra materials on them, and leave them there. And then eventually you will get more 5 stars. I mean, you keep saving some of your coins so you can pull 7 to 9 at a time. Don't always pull one because you're thinking, one, I need more 3 stars, more 4 stars, more 5 stars. If you're gonna play this game for more than a year, which I have now, you're gonna get more 5 stars. But to increase your chances, you want to pull more than one at a time. So let me give you this. So when you go into the summons portal and you have epic hero summons coins, I have 8. Why have I not used them? Since even if I get a 3-star here, I can feed them into some of those 5 stars that I'm working on. The reason why is because these epic hero tokens could give me event heroes instead of these for season 1 heroes. So every 2 to 3 months they come up with an event that uses those epic heroes tokens, and sometimes they do try to sell you those epic hero tokens anyhow. You can you can do gems to make pulls, like this bottom right here, the gem. Or sometimes they sell you epic tokens, like, buy 500 gems for $5 and they will give you 1 epic hero token, or 1, whatever it is. So sometimes they have those deals, but instead of pulling season 1 heroes from here, I'm holding those as much as I can, because sometimes I do feel like I should just use them. No, just tell yourself, don't use them. Wait till the events. And who did I pull with epic hero tokens? I pulled 2 costume rocks. and different times. It was like different, like within a week of each other, maybe a couple days from each other. But anyways, I pulled up Costume Rock, and it's a 5-star. He's awesome because in yellow, he gives minus 44% defense to all enemies for 3 turns. So I use him against Titans and in Alliance Wars. I do have 2. Only one is upgraded to this 480. It is a costume, but the regular version of it is at 401. So to limit break the costume, I would have to limit break the regular version, which means I would have to bring the regular version from 1 all the way up to 80, then limit break them. Then I can limit break the costume part of it, but that's gonna take a lot. And right now I'm working on Kullervo, which is considered what, number 8, 9, or 10, top 10 in the whole game at this time, which is saying a lot. So I'm working on him first. Then I will have to work on some other heroes like my 2 costume rocks, which are great in Alliance Wars. I only need 1 for the Titan, but for Alliance Wars, I could definitely use both. And if I had a 3rd one, I would love to have a 3rd one, and I would upgrade a 3rd one also. So anyways, so save your epic hero tokens for the events, and you'll know the events because it'll have new heroes there instead of having these season 1 heroes that you always see. All of a sudden you're gonna start seeing some better looking heroes that kind of look a little bit more like these. Okay, so the events are different. It's not the exact same event, but I did pull Costume Rock from one of those events. Also, try to save your epic troop summons for the event troops. In the that we used to pull off the ninja event, and now they have the tower troop summons event. And if you click on this eye for information, you click it and look, you take a screenshot of this. It says 90% chance to get a rare 3-star troop, only 10% for a 4-star troop. But when you do the tower troop, they actually take 5% from the rare and make it that tower troop 4-star. So it'll be 85% 3-star, it'll be 10% 4-star, and it'll be 5% tower troop, which are great with that extra mana. So basically, instead of getting 10% chance for a 4-star, you get 15% chance for a 4-star, which for those people who are awesome in math, that's a 50% higher chance to get a 4-star. So save it. Don't pull out of here unless there's some emergency and somehow you need some troops. And if you're new, you always need troops, but you're going to be a lot happier when you pull from the tower troop event. Because look at this. It's like they're not trying to give you a 4-star troop, right? 10% chance only. But in the event, you seem to get more 4-stars because either you're getting 4 stars on that 10% or the 5% chance to get the event 4-star. I'll give you one more tip. I was gonna save it for a different video, but I'll give you one more tip. This game seems to be about making them money, selling you what they want to sell you. So this is something that I've been looking at. Can't prove it, of course. The game's not gonna admit to it, but it's gonna be controversial because I can't prove it. But if you look at the first offer, so on the first day, right now, you can do all these other offers, but on the first offer, you can do $30 for 3,000 gems, 10 summons. Okay, they do give you these, but 10 summons, 3,000 gems for $30. So it seems to me like that first day, your morning, so at your morning 7 a.m., it seems to be on the first day of the summoning. So this is ending now, right? This is like what, 5 hours left. So this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when it first. So the next one coming up. So it comes up, let's say around midnight-ish, right? Sometimes at 3 in the morning, but around that time, well, in the morning when you wake up, 6, 7 in the morning, whatever it is, that seems to be the best time. The first and second morning seems to be the best time to pull, because that's when they're selling you a lot of the offers. And then the next offers on the third day, the offers are, for $5, we'll give you a pull plus 500 gems or whatever it is. So try to pull on the first day, and if you buy the gem offers and get a couple of pulls, or you get some coins in the second or third day for whatever reason, what you could do is save them for the next time it comes around and pull in that then the morning when you wake up at 6, 7 in the morning. That seems to be a good time to pull. When it's closing, some people used to always pull at the end of it, and they had only one good set of pulls one time out of like 20 times where they pulled a couple of 5 stars. The rest of the time, there was just 3 stars, 3 stars, season one, 3 stars, just all, it was pretty bad. 3 stars and 4 stars, pretty bad. So I wouldn't recommend pulling towards the end, even though one person did get lucky one time, but that person was very unlucky like 10 to 20 times prior to that. So I would say don't pull towards the end of it. If you want the 3 stars of the event, maybe you see that there's an event that has really good 3 stars that you want for some reason. Pulling at the very beginning of the summon. So let's say in 5 hours this one ends. So in 5 hours and 35 minutes, the next event starts. That seems to be a great time to at least pull the event 3 and 4 stars, especially the 3 stars from that event. So it'll give you less of the season one 3 stars, and it'll give you more of the event 3 stars. But the 5 stars is still a little harder to get. I do have a video or two of how to try to increase your chances for a 5 star. But they are a little controversial because, of course, the game's not going to admit to it. So it's hard to prove. But I have the videos, and they're all real. None of them are faked. I do have the heroes. So how do you pull? I pulled 2 custom Finlings in the same 10x pull. Wolfgang, Quenelle, Custom Guardian Panther, Kullervo, Luhai, Guan Yu, Garnet. I talked about the 2 custom rocks. Phileas Fogg. 2 custom Kelhairs. Holda. Yeah, Viscaro's not that great, but he's a 5-star. Alexandrine's not that great, but she's a 5-star. And it does give you a lot of those hero of the months too. So it's not always the perfect event hero. Sometimes it's hero of the month. Sartana, Custom Guardian Kong. I have 2 of those. Fenrir. You see what I'm talking about. Here's a second custom Finley. But if you look down here, there's just going to be a lot of. Look at this, Cathal. A lot of 5 stars. There's Kara there, but there's more Karas down here. Look at this, Sorcy. 3 Grace. Lepiota's awesome. 3 Tahirs. There's 5 Orphanias. There's more Karas to make it a total of 6. Here's 4 more Sovaris to make a total of 5. The other ones higher up there. Elradir, Tyr, Odin, the second custom Kelhair. There's a second custom Rock, Sif, Mystero. There's Thorn, but look at this. There's 2 custom Poseidons. And there's still Mishas. I traded more Domisha. No, I think I kept the Domishas. I traded more 5 stars when I got Morel. I traded for Morel. That's why I didn't mention Morel, because I didn't pull him. I actually traded for him. There's just a lot of 5 stars. And so many 5 stars that custom Catalan is still at 1-1. That's how many awesome 5 stars. But anyways, so there is some video that a couple videos out there where I'm showing you how other people have said they pull 5 stars. I tried it, and most of the time it worked out. There are a few times where it didn't quite work out, but most of the time it did work out. But it's not gonna work out on one pull. It's not always gonna work out on 2 pulls. A couple of times I did get, like on the first pull, I got a Vivica, but not every single time. Most of them you needed about 7 or 8 or 9 pulls. So 7 to 9 pulls, you had a better chance at pulling a 5-star than just pulling 1 or 2. So save your tokens. If you earn them, save them. Also, the costume, there's a costume coming up here, September 2022. It's going to be the first time with 2x costumes. Those first 2x costumes are not the best 2x costumes out there. So what you could do, and they're the only 2x costumes that you can get, I believe, well, at least the feature ones, which have a higher chance of you pulling, they're not the best ones. The better ones will be featured in future months. So I would just wait, save my keys for a little later, and just pull like 20, 30 heroes, or 40 heroes, or 50 heroes to give you a better chance of picking up a couple of those 2x costumes. So that's what I would do. I'm going to try to do it. Can't guarantee it, because I do get excited, and I love the costume chamber. I think costumes are really cool, but I'm going to try to hold on as long as I can. So thank you for watching this video today. Give us a like, especially if you think this is going to help other new players. Give it a like so that it can be pushed out to their cell phones. And leave a comment if you have more advice for some of our newer heroes on how to level up their heroes. And till next time, Wolf Dog Empires.